Hard-hitting sports in your face. Welcome back. So we're going to talk about the release of Brandon Albert, Earl Mitchell, and there was one other guy that got released as well. Efro, I don't even know how to say this dude's name. He was released by the team as well, which he didn't even play. He was the guy that we picked up from the Cleveland Browns. He was from Oregon, if I remember correctly, and we ended up releasing him. He didn't even play a down for us. I remember Cleveland released him because he had some injury issues, and then we went out and signed him. And he basically made a check for being hurt because that motherfucker never played for us. So yeah, so we're gonna go through this day as the Miami Dolphins sent a couple players packing. Wait a minute.
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more.
Yeah, get your the first person that I want to talk about, and I guess I'll start off by talking about him, is Mario Williams. Mario Williams, the defensive end that we brought onto this team to replace Olivia Vernon. The motherfucker came into the season, and I'm all happy and shit. He comes into the season. He gets his first sack. I think it was against Seattle. First sack of the season. He gets that sack versus Seattle. And then after that Seattle game, correct me if I'm wrong. I think he got that sack against Seattle. After the Seattle game, this motherfucker got a half a sack the rest of the season. Mario Williams finished this season with 1.5 sacks. And if I'm correct, this man made $10 million for 1.5 sacks. Let me repeat that again. Mario Williams made $10 million for a sack. That is the most expensive sack and a half in an NFL fucking history. Terrible. And I wish I had my camera right now because you already know where I want to go with this. I would give him the ultimate treatment. But I'm going to do it anyway because that's just how I want to wrap up Mario Williams' career here in Miami. So for everybody that knows what I'm about to do, say it along with me. Mario Williams, come here. Get closer to the screen. Come here. You garbage. You garbage. You garbage. You garbage. God damn you garbage. A sack and a half. You sorry motherfucker. Yo sorry. Your mama sorry. Your daddy sorry. You never should have been born. Anyway. Sack and a half. Now, Brandon Albert is the one that I'm a little bit curious about because Brandon Albert, when healthy, was a decent offensive lineman. Now, what's stuck in the memories of every single Dolphin fan right now is the fact that Brandon Albert was the person that gave up that sack to James Harrison off the edge, even though Matt Moore clearly felt the pressure and was just too slow to outrun James Harrison, who came like a bat out of hell off of the corner, and he should have just thrown the ball away. But Brandon Albert didn't even touch James Harrison. He didn't even fucking touch him. James Harrison came right around the corner, ended up stripping the ball from Matt Moore. We were in the red zone at that time. That would have been a huge play for us. We ended up getting stripped down at the goal line. And that's probably what most Dolphin fans right now will remember Brandon Albert for. Now, I'm going to remember him for some of the good things he did. He was not a bad lineman when he was healthy. When he was healthy. But cutting him is going to save a substantial amount of money. He was going to cost us $10.6 million against the cap this season. But Thursday's move effectively saves us $7.2 million. The other people, other dude that I did not mention just yet was Earl Mitchell. Earl Mitchell, to me, was decent when he was healthy. No, I mean, he was decent when he was healthy. Mario Williams was set to cost us $10 million against the cap, and that motherfucker was trash. In this article, it says he was signed to fill the void left by the departure of Olivia Vernon, which I just said. The stopgap measure didn't work because the veteran struggled most of the season, collecting only 1.5 sacks and even being called out by the defensive coordinator, Vance Joseph, for needing to play harder. The release of the fourth highest salary cap hit scheduled for 2016 means the Dolphins save $8.5 million in cap space. There's also a significant saving in cutting Mitchell. He was scheduled to cost $4.5 million against the cap, but with today's release, the Dolphins have saved $4 million of that. So some pretty good moves here. I mean, that's what did we save? 8.5 for releasing Mario Williams. We'd also, what was the other one? Hold on one second. For releasing, trying to go up here and see it again. I should have wrote it down already. I don't even see the numbers anymore. But when it all works out to it, it works out to about $20 million that we dropped in salary cap. Now, the other moves. All right, in total on Thursday, the Dolphins saved $19.7 million in cap space. I didn't even see that they had totaled it. I was about to total it up. But yeah, we saved $19 million. Now, almost $20 million in cap space. We also have Koamisi, who I would think would be released as well as Jordan Cameron or Cameron Jordan. I always mix those damn names. I know one plays for the Saints, but I don't see anything about Koamisi. I think I seen somebody in the comment section. That's good for us because we can save more. Koamisi has to be released. They could save about $4.5 million in cap. As for Dion Jordan, I think he should take a pay cut. Yes, I was just about to mention that. I want to keep Dion Jordan. I want him to get his act together. He's still young enough to make something out of his career. And we made a substantial investment in Dion Jordan. And I like him. I mean, I've heard that he's gotten a lot bigger. But I really like him as a matchup in space with some of the bigger tight ends in football. You know what I mean? I thought he did a great job when he was out there. So I would love to be, if there was a way that we can keep Dion Jordan. If he takes a pay cut, keep him. I don't understand why he didn't get to play last year, and then we're going to turn around and cut him. Unless he was seen as a locker room disruption. Unless that was the case. If he was disrupting the locker room, then that's one thing. But if he wasn't, and we just kept him on the bench, what the fuck was the point for that? Just paying him just to sit on his ass and then cut him the next year? To me, that's retarded. I mean, this guy was a top 10 draft pick. An absolute, I mean, one of the biggest busts that we've had. Absolutely a bust. But it's not over yet. He still has time to make an impact and become an impact player. And I hope that he is able to get out there on the field in the upcoming football season. So let's see. Did I cover everything? I think I might have covered everything. I'm going to tweet this out real quick before we wrap up, and then I'll take some questions, and then I'll get the hell out of here and try to enjoy the rest of my day off, which is going very fucking fast. You ever notice that shit, man? Your work days, unless you're, well, I've been very, very busy. So my work days have went by very fast as well. But when you get days off, the tight end Jordan Cameron is a free agent. Jordan Cameron is a free agent. All right, cool. So that's definitely a guy that we will not re-sign. He'll get the hell out of here. What about did you see any news on Koamisi, Matthew? Like you were saying, we could actually save another almost $5 million from him. That's $25 million right there. And then we'll get ready to dive right into free agency in the draft, man. Anyway, folks, that was my video for today. Mario Williams, Brandon Albert, Earl Mitchell, and Efro, whatever the hell his name is, he didn't even play. Cut, and the Dolphins basically showed them what the door looked like as they told them, listen here.
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more. What you say? Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back.
I will talk to you guys next time. Probably next time we will be talking about the